No active weapons in the Greasel Pit. First I gotta transmit the safety lock codes to freeze anything you're carrying. Then I let you in. Otherwise, take a hike.
Go ahead. Send the code.
Thanks. There's sensors that will reactivate everything on your way out. You're clear to go in now.
But what about the apartment?
I already picked up my gear.
Your gear? You're leaving? Sid, you made me get this big place. Do you know how high my rent is?
Come on, I'll be back. You know this is home to me, Cindy.
Sandy.
Sandy, right. But a captain's got to sail if he wants to keep his ship. Well, well. An Enclave kid comes down to cruise the slums on Daddy's credit line. First time at sea level?
My parents are dead. They were in Chicago at the time of the attack.
Oh, sorry, mate. Just talking chuff, no offense.
Sure.
Sid Black. Call me Sid. Best jet jockey in the Northern Hemisphere. So, you're on your own? If you need a lift, I'm game. All you gotta do is bail out my jet and give me a little something for my trouble.
Who has your jet?
Sophia Sack, crime boss of the port. Holds court in the Heron's Loft building on the other side of town past the Order Church. Took my jet because she said I came up short on a shipment, but she's a lying thief. Everyone knows Sid's never lost a load.
How much do you charge your passengers?
The going rate. But I'm up the Swanee until I get those mercs away from my jet. Maybe you could arrange an accident, know what I mean? Eliminate Sack and her 2-bit security force. You look like the type.
Yes, I'm upset. Leave me alone.
Pit's downstairs.
More uptown thieves every day.
That's right.
A new face. Interesting. Introduce yourself.
Is this a prank call or something? Funny way to meet people.
I search every place I can. You're very close, but not quite the one I'm looking for.
Close to what?
You look modified.
So?
I need help. I'm a helicopter pilot. They're holding me captive, along with my chopper, at the WTO terminal in Upper Seattle.
Right, I heard about your helicopter. How'd you get this call past WTO security?
I've tapped into the terminal's local network. The passcode to the hangar holding my vehicle is 00485. Get me out of here, and I'll fly you anywhere you want, free of charge.
I've risked my neck for less. I'll think about it. Leo.
Chicago, you made it out.
What are you doing down here? Signing up with the Order Church like Billy?
Terrorists.
The WTO? Chief Morgan seems pretty intent on recruiting us.
Leeches. They want a monopoly on everything, including security agents.
Then what are you gonna do?
You need work? You go to the pit. This is what I did. I found work. Mercenary. Black market. In a few hours, they sent me to Egypt. You said you never heard of Leo Jankowski? Well, you just wait.
I thought you wanted to be a corporate heavy.
I've been thinking about this. I don't want to be a lab monkey or be in anybody's army. I don't want to be a piece of meat they fight over. Corporate heavy, maybe. But right now, I work for myself.
Why Egypt?
I'm working for the Omar, you know, the cyborgs. They're a global operation these days.
What are they paying you?
I'm protection to help them open shop in a Scabland Medina near New Cairo. 2,000 per week, plus mods.
Not bad. What kind of mods?
Anything I want. Anything. The best mods are black market, attack drones, bot domination. This'll add value when I go back to the corporate market.
Well, good luck out there.
Also, my Omar contact says they have stuff that goes way beyond biomods. Luck will not be a factor for me.
I've learned some things about the experiments they were doing on us.
Yeah?
Tarsus is a front for something called Apostle Core. They gave us an experimental biomod architecture, one that can supposedly reconfigure anybody's DNA to accept nanite infusions.
Well, as long as it works.
That's what the Order and WTO are fighting over. Universal biomodification.
Universal? Are you sure? That would screw up the market pretty bad. Why would Tarsus want to undercut their own product?
I told you, Tarsus is a front. No one's quite sure what Apostle Core is after.
Funny way to end up a free agent.
But I talked to Mr. Pellet, one-on-one. He laid it all out, straight up.
Uh-huh.
Templar stand for something, you know. It's ancient, it's philosophy, and it scripts the paps of all that Her Holiness love and meditate and mumble to yourself.
These guys are mercenaries. They pitch whatever creed their boss tells them to.
Just haven't ever really studied the Knights Templar. They have the same basic ideas as the Order Church, but they believe it, they fight for it, and they don't rip off a bunch of other religions.
Her Holiness wants to bring everyone together. It's called koinonia, fellowship and communication. Yeah, koinonia. I think it's Greek.
You seekers are just little parrots. Repeating a new batch of words every week. There's a new sheriff in town, in case you want to know.
Match 7. Gobs are in the chute. Buy-in is the house minimum. Odds are 1-to-1.
You really have cockfights with transgenics down here?
Hey, better watch the Phoebe speak around the pit, or these scabs, not me of course, but these other scabs might take advantage. Know what I'm saying?
Sorry. So how do I know which transgenic to bet on? They all look the same to me.
You work in a lab or something?
Something like that.
Well, we fight gobs down here. Green gobs, brown gobs, baby-stealing, sewer-slinking, good-eating gobs. Follow me? Right now, it's Green Dragon in the North Chute, Shutterbug in the South. Walk around, check the fighters, and let me know where you want to put your money.
Let me think about it.
Make it quick. Gobzilla's on deck.
The bookie's at the south door.
Looking for a sure thing? She's right under the grate there. Check out the scales on that girl. That's Green Dragon, a new gob fresh from the sewer. Mean as nails.
She been in many fights?
A greasel don't grow up wild and not get in fights. I said this gob is fresh, understand? Been hunting scab winos for years.
I'll take your word for it.
Hey Jack, listen up. Want to script some real cash? You look like the mercenary type.
Depends on what you mean by script.
Final match is 4-to-1 odds. Buy-in begins right after this fight, after which the odds stand, even if something happens to one trainer's lineup.
You want me to kill someone's greasel?
Shh! I'm talking about the champ Gobzilla. Follow me? She's still at Tina's pad in the Heron's Loft building near the Inclinator, apartment 22. I'll give you a bounty if that gob dies. Plus you get to make bank on the 4-to-1 situation. Cool?
I'll think about it.
Mean sons of bitches, that's for sure.
You're ready to leave, just head out, and the sensors will automatically reactivate everything. Like my brother Danny. Cleans the bots that clean the floors. How he gets the
That landing pad is run by a local smuggler, Sophia Sack. Looks like they seized Sid Black's Harrier, probably as payment for phony debts. It never hurts to have a pilot who owes you a favor. You could pay the debt, or, better, eliminate Sack and her henchmen for the good of the whole neighborhood.
State your business.
Just going for a walk.
You scoping the place? Working for Sid Black, maybe?
I've seen him around.
He owes Miss Sack some money. We're keeping his jet until he pays up. Last thing we need is some stranger casing the landing pad.
Can I talk to Miss Sack?
What for?
Maybe I can settle things on Mr. Black's behalf.
You better not be feeding me a line.
You wouldn't fall for something like that.
I guess you're right. Through this door, take the hallway to the elevator at the other end. It's busted, so you'll have to climb the ladder in the shaft to the top floor. Miss Sack's office is up there. And remember, stay off the landing pad.
Got it.
Miss Sack's in the office by the landing pad, so that she can keep an eye on the property.
Acid!
Whoa, hey, this is my apartment.
I guess I took a wrong turn somewhere.
Who sent you? It was that Pequod's jerk, wasn't it? He isn't satisfied that he already has the zoning lockdown for all of Upper Seattle and can keep me out. He has to play like a mafia don and send people to harass me. Well, I won't be intimidated, I won't!
I didn't come here looking for a fight.
If he wants to peddle his overpriced peculinos down here, let him. But I deserve a shot at those babyface executives uptown. What I need is a hacker. Someone to break into the Civic manager's computer at the WTO terminal and approve my zoning petition. Business is good down here. I've got money and I want to expand.
Sounds like a risky operation, but I take it you can afford to hire a few thugs of your own.
Well, I'd make it worth a certain someone's while, that's for sure. Why do you ask? Know anything about government databases?
Maybe I'll check back with you later tonight.
I'm burning. Some kind of poison. I think I can hang on.
I'm going to settle this right now.
I think something's going on here.
Get back here!
Now what? Security around here is falling apart.
Got away.
I'm gonna take care of it. Looks like it's gone. Whatever it was.
That ain't right.
Nothing to worry about now.
I'm going to settle this right now.
This is just great.
Security around here is falling apart. I'm going to settle this right now.
I'm gonna do my duty.
Security around here is falling apart.
Let's get her! Come on.
I'm the authority here.
Security around here is falling apart.
Find the nut!
I'm going to slice you to pieces.
You're going down.
Was that poison? Oh, can't end like this.
Don't be crazed. You have a
Everything's
strong will
spinning.
after all. That woman was trying to run
I
us
can
out of
make
town.
it.
Now take care of her security force so that Sid can have his jet back.
Oh, jeez. Somebody knocked him out.
Some kind of toxin!
Seems to be hostile. This area is protected. Sneak.